Kratom is a tropical tree native to Southeast Asia. Its leaves contain naturally occurring compounds that have powerful psychoactive effects. Traditionally, it's been used by locals to relieve pain, boost energy, improve focus, and lift mood, and more recently has gained attention for its potential to help people recover from opioid addiction. But if Kratom's so effective, why isn't everyone using it? More importantly, why is it banned in so many countries? To find out, I decided to take Kratom every day for 30 days, and what happened was quite shocking. So it's day one and we're ready to try out Kratom, and I've got the white Borneo one, which the woman in the shop said is the most effective or strongest. And this one is energy boosting as well as motivation, improved confidence, enhanced sexual stamina, and boost mental strength and focus. And all of these things I could definitely do with a boost in. I've also got the nighttime one, but I'm gonna try that one at nighttime. Kind of smells like matcha. That is not mixing well. Oh, fuck. I think you're supposed to use warm water and it's supposed to make a tea. Anyway, we've got it. Here we go. Cheers. Now, some of you might have thought that was like an overreaction that I put on for YouTube, but that is the worst thing I put in my mouth. That's even worse than cold bone broth. But anyway, we've drank it, so let's see if it does anything. Okay, so it's been about an hour since I drank the Kratom and I'm feeling pretty buzzing, to be honest. I've been very productive, I've got a lot of work done. I feel like I'm talking a million miles an hour here. So far, this stuff is doing what it says it does. Maybe I had too much. I don't know. Good evening, so it's now night time and I've got the other Kratom, the red Kratom to drink, and I've made it into a tea this time. I don't know if I'm conveying the camera how vicious this stuff is. Ugh. Yeah, the tea, not much difference. Good morning. So that red Kratom didn't do anything last night, but I woke up this morning just feeling absolutely exhausted. So there's only really one option. I continued taking Kratom for the first week, and for me, the white Kratom was a very positive experience. I felt more energized and focused than when I drank coffee, but also calm at the same time. The red Kratom, however, was a different story. I didn't feel any effects from taking it, which is supposed to include relieving stress, anxiety, pain, and insomnia. However, every time I took it, I'd wake up extremely tired, even though I'd slept 8+ hours. Because of this, on day 5, I decided to stop taking the red Kratom altogether and just carry on this journey with my new friend, white Borneo. And things were going great. That was until day 9. So yesterday I was out the house during the day, so I didn't take my Kratom, which I had been doing all the previous days, and I started to notice that I was a lot more lethargic than I usually am during the day. However, when I got home, things really took a turn and I noticed that I had a bit of a headache and my muscles felt a bit achy, and I also felt a bit sad. So I started doing a little bit of research and quickly realized that these were very similar to the withdrawal symptoms that you can experience from taking Kratom. Now, I'm not naive. I did do a little bit of research before I started making this video, and I was aware that Kratom could be addictive, but the fact it was sold in a store as a healthy organic food supplement, I assumed it would be safe. And I only planned on taking it for about 30 days, so I really didn't expect to get any negative repercussions. I definitely didn't expect to experience withdrawal symptoms just after taking it for 8 days. Now you're probably thinking, this should be the end of the video. We tried it, got a result, and we're ready to move on, but that's not what happened. Now a few days later, when I was back to normal, I decided to start taking the white Kratom again. Now I'm not sure if this was purely out of curiosity, whether I was actually slightly getting addicted, or the fact that I'd bought 2 bags of the stuff and I just hate to see things go to waste. That's actually probably what an addict would say, like, sorry, I only did all the drugs because, you know, I just don't like to see them go to waste. And to be honest, apart from the taste, which never seems to get any better, I was feeling good. Leaving us with only one question left to answer: would I experience any withdrawals the second time round? And yes, I did experience withdrawal symptoms. However, this time they were a lot more psychological than physical, like the first time when I stopped. And I think this is because I only took the white Kratom, and having done a little bit further research, the red Kratom actually has way worse withdrawals than the white Kratom. But this is because the 2 main alkaloids in Kratom, mitragynine and 7-hydroxymoxide, mitragynine. There's no way I said those correctly. And these bind to the receptors in the brain the same way opioids do. And over time, the brain starts to rely on kratom just to feel normal. And the red strain of kratom has a much more higher concentration of these alkaloids than the other strains do, making the withdrawals and addictiveness much higher. And it's actually the red kratom which is used to help addicts quit opioids. I've watched a few documentaries online and most people use it to mitigate the withdrawals from opioids like heroin. However, it seems because kratom itself also has pretty horrendous withdrawal symptoms, much worse when you take it at higher amounts for longer periods, that people can actually end up getting addicted to kratom once they get clean of the substance that they were previously addicted to. It does seem from the outside that you are just swapping one addictive substance for another, though maybe kratom is a lesser of two evils. Overall, this video has taught me a lot, mostly that just because something's sold in a shop is healthy and organic doesn't essentially mean it's safe to take, as well as if something tastes like feet but you feel compelled to continue drinking it, it's probably addictive and not very good for you.